thinking about all the ages of us. All the ages of me are collected within this earth body now. All the ages of who I am, all the walks, all the struggles, all the joys are collected here within me now. And I'm thinking about painting another didgeridoo. And the one didgeridoo that I have that has the poetry upon it, the inlay of turquoise, the palm trees, and the expression of poetry that works to me so well with the didgeridoo. And I think about over the years, people like Jimmy Page, or Led Zeppelin, or Bob Dylan, or Joan Baez, or the ones who have culminated, combined, added, layer upon layer upon layer of their lives into who they are now. And I look at my own life with writing, with the poetry of my days. And I remember back when I first learned to play the didgeridoo. I had just learned how to do circular breathing a little while before, and I was lost in the space of playing the didge. And my old dog, Kipper, who has been gone for quite a few years now, sat by my feet in the echo and the vibration of the sound. And as happens with the didgeridoo, the harmonics rose up, and then the sound of the harmonics, they began to bounce off of one another and create a new sound. The sound created new sound. It was the fein within the fein. And I remember listening and thinking, where is that sound coming from? What's that sound? Not knowing what was happening, not having the awareness of that's what happens when the sound meets sound and will bounce off of one another. And I was just mesmerized. And I remember in that moment, Kipper, my dog, looked at me in that dog communication, in that silent without words communication. And I looked at her in this space, wondering what that was. The essence of the didgeridoo. It was an incredible moment. And as I sit here thinking about painting this didgeridoo, and I think about all the ages of me within this earth body now, how we use our words, how I use my words, my desire is to use my words so that they will rise up and bounce off of one another to create an essence, the harmonics, not the actual sound of my words, but the essence of my words rising up. And I don't even know how to explain it, but my words rising up to hold the essence, and then one word and another creating an entirely deeper and new essence in that moment, in that poetry, going deeper and deeper and deeper in, calling all the parts of who I am, to all the parts of who you are, to all the lost places, the found places, the joyful places, the forgotten places, using my words to allow that to be the song that fills not just the room, but the entire house, my entire house, the entire house of my listeners, the entire beings of my listeners, that the cells of their bodies would wake up hearing these words, that forgotten places would begin to stir, hearing these words. And so that is why I'm thinking of writing Didge poetry. That's what my didgeridoo poetry is. And that's the best way I know how to explain it right now. So one of my next projects is to take this rescue didge. It was a junky didge that basically somebody gave to me because kind of a trade. And a friend of mine who creates didgeridoos sanded it all down, put a new mouthpiece on it, rescued it, redid it, just like our lives, refurbished it, a rescue Didge, waiting for me to come along and paint it and play poetry upon it and beside it. And so I will. I will play this C Didge, which is the root chakra, one of safety, the one of belong, the root, our being. So I will paint this didgeridoo and form some poetry upon the Didge, and then do a couple tracks where I'll be playing the Didge, but then I'll also be reading a poem for that. Anyhow, I just thought I'd share that this morning. That's what's on my mind. Early morning over coffee, looking at some of the greats who have gone before us. And you know what? We are also those greats who walk on this earth to add inspiration, to add input, to add the essence, to add the third and fourth and fifth dimension, calling in the ancestors, calling in all the colors, calling in all the sounds, the songs, the celestial songs, calling it in our words, letting our words speak as we go in deeper and deeper and deeper. Have a great day.